Hey guys, it's Jason. I hope you're doing well. So, last couple of videos we talked about all the stuff that's been going on in baseball, the Astros shading, the punishments, this and that, and we kind of got away from the kind of list that I've been doing. So today, I want to get back to the business of baseball. And if you're interested in talking, seeing the dialogue that I've had, and even my videos on the, all the stuff that's been going on with the Astros and the verdicts and blah blah blah, take a look in the descriptions down below. Take a look at the comments and the dialogue that I've had with the viewers. It's been pretty interesting. You might find some enlightening stuff, and I think you'll find the videos enjoyable. And if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel and you're a baseball fan, please do so, and please click the thumbs up if you enjoy the videos. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. But today I want to get back to the business. So today's video, I want to focus on the top 10 batting lineups in baseball. Now, some of the criteria is based on whether a team has added to its offense or whether a team has replaced an offensive player with someone of comparable offensive production. Well, obviously, you may see some teams that are not on the list, that are just on the kind of on the cusp because they may have lost a notable player, and I'll mention that in the video. So you'll see, and and let me know what you think. If you have opinions of your own, put them in the comments down below. If you think the order should be reversed, totally fine as well. It's based, or it's also the other criteria is if offensive players were injured and they're coming back healthy, which will further boost team's offense, similar to bringing in another free agent. So those are generally the three criteria in terms of how I rank the baseball batting lineups. But that said, remember, the lineups on paper is not the same thing as performing on the field. I have taken previous performance based on certain players as to why teams are ranked in a certain way. But again, new players mean new team dynamics as well. So the players have to mesh with their teammates and so on and so forth. So so that's part of the criteria as well. But anyway, let's go over there. Let's talk about the list. All right, let's go over it. Got two slides. All right, here we go. And you'll see here as well my number 10. Okay, I'm going to work my way from 10 to 1. All right, put this up a little bit. There we go. 10 to 1. The lineup, you got La Stella, you've got Trout, and some of these will be obvious. You'll know as soon as I mention the name. Rendon, who's been added to the lineup. Ohtani, so that's a pretty serious 2, 3, 4 right there. Justin Upton, and then Pujols. I mean, you have a Hall of Famer with 600 plus home runs, batting 6th in the lineup. Pretty crazy. Goodwin, and you have Andrelton Simmons, their shortstop, young shortstop, and you got Jason Castro, their new catcher, and potentially the number 2 or number 3 prospect in all of baseball, Joe Adell, coming up. And if he comes up, is called up, and he performs the way he's been performing in the minor leagues at the major league level, and I can see them going up quite a few spots on this list. So that said, you've got the LA Angels. Okay, Los Angeles Angels. Okay, number 9. Acuna, Ronald Acuna, Ozzie Albies, Freddie Freeman, Marcell Ozuna, just recently signed, Nick Markakis, Travis d'Arnaud, also an incoming, a new free agent, Dansby Swanson, their all-star shortstop, and Camargo, and then their 9th batter would be their starting pitcher because it's a National League team, that National League team being the Atlanta Braves. And this is a team that replaced production, Josh Donaldson, with production, Marcell Ozuna. The Angels have added Rendon to that offense, which is already a pretty scary offense if they're all healthy. And Rendon and Trout makes for a pretty scary duo. So again, these teams have added. This team's added to it. This team swapped and replaced, and obviously they boosted their pitching as well significantly. So the Atlanta Braves are my number 9. My number 8, notice the different colors here. Lowe, Meadows, Diaz, Yoni Diaz, G-Man Choi, Hunter Renfroe, acquired in a trade. Jose Martinez, also acquired in a trade. Adams, Kevin Kiermaier, Mike Zunino, and I think it's Susugo Yoshimoto Suzugo, signed from overseas, an international player from, I think, Korea or Japan. No sexy names in this lineup, but this is going to be a relentless lineup like they are every year. They added some pretty solid pieces here, and this that would be the Tampa Bay Rays. Okay, they are already good, but they've added to a good lineup. And again, it's one of those lineups that's sneaky good, not really the sexy names, but this is a lineup that's going to be very hard to get through. Okay, so they're my number 8. Number 7, Mookie Betts. Now, obviously, this might change if they happen to make a trade. And there's a rumor right now that they're in somewhat advanced discussions with the San Diego Padres about shipping Mookie Betts over there in exchange for, I think, Will Myers, who would probably be their first baseman. Obviously, different players, but there's also talking about them maybe attaching David Price to it, or some names would be in exchange. But if that happens, is nice as Will Myers is a piece, he's not Mookie Betts, so they might go down a little bit on the list. But as of now, you got Mookie, Bevers, Xander Bogaerts, J.D. Martinez, Andrew Benintendi, Chavis, Jackie Bradley Jr., Christian Vasquez, and Jose Peraza. Obviously, the Boston Red Sox. Okay, BOS. The Red Sox. Okay, that's a pretty good team too. He had a rough year last year, and obviously the stuff that's been going on, losing their manager's not gonna help. We'll see who they bring in as the new manager and see how well they mesh and so on. But that's still a pretty serious lineup. Number 5, another sneaky good lineup, and a team that does just like the Tampa Bays. They do a lot with a little. Marcus Semien, leadoff hitter. That's a hell of a leadoff hitter. Then you have Laureano, Matt Chapman, one of the best third basemen in baseball, a young player. Olsen, Canha, Chris Davis, another stud hitter. This is a team with three guys with 30-plus home runs. Piscotty, Murphy, and Barreto, that being the Oakland A's. And this is a team that won... ran out of ink. Use a different color. This is a team that won over 100 games last year, and they are actually my pick to win the AL East. The AL West in 2020. So that's number 6, the Oakland A's. Again, not a lot of sexy names, but this is a team that develops really well, drafts really well, and unfortunately they trade a lot of players out, but they seem to do a good job with the new guys that they bring in regardless. So, well-run team on a low budget. Number 6, the Oakland Athletics. So now, let's take this off. Let's get down to the top 5. All right. Here we go. Number 5. Leadoff, Yohan Moncada. Tim Anderson. Jose Abreu, brought back. Yasmani Grandal, in as a free agent. Edward Encarnacion, also in as a free agent. Okay, Eloy Jimenez, one of the top young players, just like Yohan Moncada, who's, if you watch my MVP video, and I'll put it down below, he's one of my picks for top 3 for the MVP. Nomar Mazara, acquired in a trade. Luis Robert, one of their young players who they just locked up for, 6-7 years. And Garcia. This, obviously, the Chicago White Sox. Now, they're number 5 only because we haven't seen how well this team has meshed yet. That's obviously a pretty legitimate bunch of hitters, but, again, they have to mesh well. They have to complement each other well, and that's also how the manager structures his lineup, too. So, we'll see how it happens. But right now, they are in the top 5. Number 4, the Cheaters. George Springer, Jose Altuve, Michael Brantley, Alex Bregman, Gurriel, Yordan Alvarez, Correa, Reddick, Maldonado. Still one of the top young lineups in baseball. I mean, yes, they have a stigma on them there and an asterisk on them, but nevertheless, they're still top 4. And the fact is, the players haven't been punished and are not going to be punished. So these guys are going to be out there, and they have not been made ineligible for postseason. So they'll probably be up there fighting for the American League title again, the Houston Astros. Much to the chagrin of a lot of players and a lot of fans. But unfortunately, it is what it is. Now, number 3, Kepler, Polanco, another relentless lineup. Nelson Cruz, Josh Donaldson, in as a free agent, which makes for a pretty fearsome duo. I can see both of those guys having 40 home runs this year. Eddie Rosario, you got Mitch Garver, Arraez, Miguel Sano, another guy with around a 30 home run guy batting 8th. okay, who they just locked up for a couple more years too, and Byron Buxton, one of the more dynamic young players in baseball, batting ninth. So, the Minnesota Twins, okay? This is a lineup that's going to be very hard to navigate as well. Pitchers are going to have a lot of trouble. But, again, they have to perform and they have to stay healthy. Number 2, Jock Peterson. Max Muncy, Cody Bellinger, National League MVP, Justin Turner, Corey Seager, Alex Verdugo, Will Smith, Gavin Lux, my pick for 2020 Rookie of the Year, and their starting pitcher, that being the Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay, I still think they will make a significant trade before the season starts, whether it be for Mike Clevenger or Francisco Lindor, somebody. So I think they're going to make a trade and maybe potentially boost that lineup or the starting rotation. But that remains to be seen. Los Angeles Dodgers, and they're, again, they've been into the World Series a couple times in a row now. So they are the number 2. And the number 1 batting lineup in the major leagues, providing everybody's healthy. DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres, Giancarlo Stanton, Gary Sanchez, Brett Gardner, Gio Urshela, Mike Tauchman, and either Luke Voigt or Miguel Andujar at 9. And that would be the New York Yankees. My green's not working, so we'll just add the black there. The New York Yankees for the number 1 batting lineup in baseball. Again, they have to stay healthy. This is a team, and again, these teams here, they've added significantly. They're kind of where they are, so they lost on the pitching side, which can hurt them, losing Garrett Cole, Will Smith, and Wade Miley. So they lost 2 starters and a reliever, and a pretty good, reliable reliever. So we'll say Minnesota has added. The Los Angeles Dodgers have generally stayed the same. They've added to their bullpen, and the Yankees have brought back. They have players coming back from injury. I mean, and I haven't even included Aaron Hicks in here because he would be coming back from Tommy John surgery. So, but Andujar's coming back healthy, and a lot of these players. Stanton is healthy again. He had some couple of freak injuries last year. So, Judge has had some freak injuries, being hit by a pitch and this and that. So, that's a hell of a lineup. So they have guys coming back. So that's generally the criteria. Each team kind of fits the criteria in their own way. Let me know what you think. These are my top 10 lineups in the major leagues going into 2020. My next video will likely be the top bullpens. If you have any suggestions of videos that you'd like for me to make, put them in the comments down below. Keep an eye out, too. I'll be doing a 2020 outlook for every division in both leagues. So the AL West, East, and Central, and the NL West, East, and Central based on their record last year and their projected record in 2020 based on what they've done or haven't done in the offseason. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be one of my next videos as well. If you enjoyed this video, click that thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. And please share my channel and videos with friends and family who are baseball fans. I want to keep growing this channel and get it up to being the best channels out there. So thanks so much for your support and watching, and I'll talk to you next time.